Hello everyone! Alright, in this example, I'm going to teach you how to simplify rational expressions. Alright, I'm going to look at the numerator separate from the denominator and see if I can factor them. In the numerator I have 8x plus 64, and I'll ask myself if I can factor it. I sure can by finding the GCF. The GCF is 8, and therefore I'll have x plus 8 left over. All right, looking at my denominator, I'll ask myself, can I factor out 2x squared plus 10x minus 48? I sure can. I can, first of all, check to see if I can find a GCF. Yep, I can find a GCF. It'll be 2. And I'll have x squared plus 5x minus 24 left over. All right, and if I notice the trinomial that's in the parentheses, I can actually factor that again. All I have to do is think of two numbers that multiply to give me negative 24 and add to equal 5. The two numbers that work are 8 and negative 3. So then I will go ahead and factor that to get x plus 8 and x minus 3 and still bring down my 2. All right, now I'll put the numerator and the denominator that's already in factored form back as a rational expression. So I have 8 times x plus 8 in the numerator, and 2 times x plus 8 times x minus 3 in the denominator. And now I'll just simply simplify. All right, starting from the furthest left, 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Or I'm basically saying what number can divide into 8 and 2? 2 can. So 2 goes into 2 one time, 2 goes into 8 4 times. So then I'll ask myself, do I have any common factors in the numerator and the denominator? I do. I see an x plus 8 in the numerator, and I also see an x plus 8 in the denominator. They divide into each other one time, so that's technically just 1. But I still have my x minus 3 in the denominator, and I'll leave it there because nothing divides into it. So therefore, I have 4 in the numerator and x minus 3 in the denominator. And that's my answer. I now want you to pause the video and run through the steps once again, and then try this problem on your own. So you can pause it right now, write it down, try it out, and then press play to see how the solution is worked out. All right, now that you have pressed play, I'm going to show you how to actually simplify this rational expression. In the numerator, if I was to actually factor it out, I can factor out a 10 as my GCF, and I'm left with x squared minus 4x minus 5. And I can also factor that trinomial out to get x minus 5 and x plus 1. And then in my denominator, I'll just simply do GCF factoring. My GCF is 5. So when I take that out, I'm left with x minus 5. If I put them back together as a rational expression, I'll have 10 times x minus 5 in the numerator times x plus 1, and 5 times x minus 5 in the denominator. All right, starting from the furthest left, 10 divided by 5 gives me 2. Or 5 can divide into each one, gives me 1, and it goes into 10 2 times. And then my common factors that can divide into each other and equal 1 are x minus 5, and I'm left with x plus 1 in the numerator. So since all of this is over 1, I could just leave it like this. So check and see if you got the same answer I did.